guys, and welcome to today's video. I am filming on a different camera today. If you guys remember, a while ago we got this new camera and I used it for quite a few vlogs. I wasn't sure if I loved it because it's so big. I'm trying it out again today. It's like so much more complicated to me to use versus our other one. I need to be using it because it's too late to return it now. So we are using this camera. Hopefully this even works. I just had to go outside and ask Parker like how I'm supposed to use it. I don't know. I recorded a test clip and then I couldn't get it to like play back. So hopefully this video works and you guys are actually seeing this and I don't have to refilm. But today we are just doing a little life update Q&A. Haven't done a Q&A in a long time and I picked some questions that I kind of usually tend to like avoid talking about. I also tried out a new hairstyle and I'm not sure if I'm feeling it, but my hair is greasy and I just took forever to get ready and I'm not even ready. I'm like literally doing my makeup right now, so I took forever to do I don't even know what. I did the two little like braids and then I curled my hair with my curling iron, which I have not done in so long. I pretty much only use my air wrap these days. I also don't even have my mirror set up. I need to like set this up. I have the viewfinder, but you can never like really tell what you look like in there. Anyways, I'm getting ready. I have some errands to run today. I have an appointment to go to. I just got this from Sephora, Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Toner. Use that. I use the Summer Fridays serum, which I'm almost out of. I go through their products so fast, and I use their Cloud Dew moisturizer too, which is what I have on right now. Dark Elephant Bronzing Drops. Parker also uses this moisturizer, so we go through it so quick. I swear I just bought a new one. Last step of skincare is this Ilia Bright Start Eye Cream. Wait, I didn't even, dang it. I was actually gonna use something else for sunscreen because we're gonna go to the splash pad later, but I left it in the bathroom. Do I have anything in here? Okay, I'll use this spray later. Let's go ahead and get into the questions. I already screenshotted a bunch of them. I feel like I haven't done a Q&A in literally so long, and these aren't all questions that I avoid, but just some that I tend to like not typically pick. I'm also gonna use these glow drops from Glow Recipe. The first question is, what does your day-to-day look like recently? And most days, well, not most days, but a couple days a week, I will get up early and go to a workout class. So I did that this morning, and then usually come home, we do breakfast with the girls, and then just like get them ready for the day. Usually they'll kind of like play outside for a little bit, and I always shower in the morning. I have to have that like at least 30 minutes of me time in the morning to just like start my day. Just usually hang out at home until lunchtime, then Lola takes a nap and we have quiet time, and then in the afternoon we usually try to get out of the house. We'll either go to like a splash pad or even just go on a drive and get like Starbucks or something. I like to leave the house like pretty much every single day. Then we come home, eat dinner, hang out, and that is what most of our days look like. So a lot of it is like centered around the girls, so it's been kind of harder, like I've said, for me to just like figure out what I feel comfortable filming. Not even just to not show them, but because literally every single day kind of like looks the same in a way. So many of our days just like look exactly the same. So I'm like, I don't want to film the same vlog over and over and over and over again. The next question is, will you be posting videos on your main channel? And I hadn't really thought about this in a while, but the other day I went back and looked at some of my old videos on there. I was like scrolling way back. It just reminded me that like that is something that I used to do all the time, is like post on that channel. Like I kind of forget because I haven't in so long. It's been over a year now. I was pretty consistent, like, well, somewhat after I had Cove. Like I still posted on there, but after I had Lola, it just was like way too hard. So I literally have not posted in over a year. And now I feel like probably like I don't have any plans to go back to posting on that channel because I'm still posting on this channel, and anything that I would post over there, I just would like post over here. Like if I had an idea for something, or if I wanted to show you guys like a haul, or I don't even know, like I would just put it here. So I'm already posting on this channel, and I don't really have any plans of like posting on that channel again for a while because I just would post here if I like wanted to post something. I had a ton of questions about baby number 3, which I've kind of like talked about a little before, but it's definitely something that I tend to avoid talking about just because I just like didn't have any decisions made on anything, and I didn't want to say this is the plan or this isn't the plan, because then it's like you change your mind and people are like, wait, but you said like this thing and whatever. But I definitely felt like we could be finished having kids, and now that they're older, I feel like I am considering another one. But again, there's not like, see, this is why I avoid the question, because I just like don't know the answer, but it is something that we definitely kind of have in our minds. So we will just have to see what happens. Have you decided if you're moving to California or staying in Utah? So if you didn't see a couple videos back, I talked about how we sold the new house that we were building. We just felt like, I don't know, there was like a million different reasons that we sold it. It is sold, it is done. We feel so good about it. I feel just like so free to not be tied down to that and to have freedom to be able to like actually explore what it would look like if we did get a place in California. If we did have another baby, I wouldn't want to move when I was pregnant and like switch doctors and like insurance, just like all of that stuff. Like it would be a whole big thing. So I feel like if we move, it wouldn't be for quite a while. And I don't know if we would move like full-time or part-time. Like basically we don't have any decisions made on that. I think we kind of want to just wait and see. And we've already had like a decision plan for us for so long with this other house that we just finished building and sold. Like we thought we knew what the future was gonna look like and like where we would be, and now we don't. But it's kind of nice to just be where we're at and just like enjoy where we are, and not feel like we have to make any decisions right now. I'm definitely kind of like looking at houses in California just to see what's available, but we actually went and saw one that I'd had my eye on because we went to California last week with my family. But houses there are definitely expensive, so if it's not like 100% perfect, then I don't really want to buy something there. And the house that we looked at was not 100% perfect, and I haven't seen anything that's 100% perfect. So basically we're kind of just like keeping an open mind to see what happens, but I don't know what we would do if like literally the perfect house popped up. We would have to feel out the vibes. My eyebrows are also doing something so weird for the past like week. I don't know why. This one is okay, but this one is like, ugh. Also, before we get to the next question, I want to say thank you to Casetify for sponsoring today's video. You guys know we love Casetify so much. I always have a Casetify phone case on my phone. I've literally been using Casetify for years. They have the best high quality, sleek, protective cases. I have a bunch of different prints as you guys have seen, so I can swap out my phone case if I ever want to have anything different on. They also have different levels of protection, which I love. I have this one on my phone right now that has like the extra bumper on the corner. One of my favorite things about Casetify is that they do so many different artist collaborations, and they have such cute designs. They also have SpongeBob cases. They have like a SpongeBob collection, which is so cute. I want to get a couple of those cases because you guys know that I love SpongeBob. Their cases also provide up to 11.5 feet of drop protection. They're also made from 65% recycled and plant-based material, and they're not just phone cases, they are canvases. If you guys want to get 15% off, you can go to casetify.com/Aspyn and to get a discount. I'm going to have that on the screen and also in the description. Next question says, do you have to ask your family to also not post your kids? I didn't ask them. I told them. I said, we're not posting them, so do not post them. It's not a question. And if someone wanted to like post something, like the other day my sister posted a picture of one of the girls on her story, but it was like she like covered her face up, and I was fine with that, and she asked me about it. So things like that are fine. But if someone was not gonna listen to me about posting them, then they just like would not see my kids. That's just it. Like there's no conversation to really be had about it. It's just, we're not doing that anymore, so you're not doing that anymore either. Will you redo your house at all now that you're staying? I want to so bad. I would love to like renovate a few things, especially our kitchen, because it's so freaking plain. We did just get new backsplash a little bit ago, and that really changed things, so I'm glad that we did that. But the more money that I spend on renovations here, the less money that I would have to spend on a house in California. So I don't think we're really gonna change much. I have changed out a couple of like decor things, which I don't think I've even shown you guys those things yet, so maybe I'll show you in the next vlog. But yeah, I'm leaning towards not changing anything else. Like I might get a couple other like new decor things, but actually doing like renovations or something, I don't think that we will. But I don't know, because I feel like we'll be in this house for at least like, I don't know, we're not going anywhere anytime soon. I was really looking forward to like a new space, like being in the new house, just having something that like looked different, especially because we film and take pictures and whatever like in our house all the time. So I was very excited to have like a new space. But yeah, I think for now we're not planning on doing any actual renovations, but we could change our minds because I would love to change like a lot of stuff. Have you thought about your store coming back? I feel like this is something that I kind of avoid talking about too, because I don't know, I'm just like, I don't know. If you didn't see my video about that a while ago, I did close my clothing store. There was a million different reasons that I wanted to do that. So honestly, I do not miss it at all right now. In my mind, I wanted it to kind of be more of just like a pause. Like I didn't want anything to be super final or make any decisions about what we were gonna do with it. Like we didn't know if we would come back in who knows how long, but I think it definitely will be a very long time before we would do anything else. My life has just changed so much since we started, so having 2 kids, like it's just so different, and it has been so nice to just not have that on my plate anymore. And I feel like if we did come back and like want to do something again, I feel like it would be a whole relaunch of like a different name, maybe different stuff. So I feel like I avoid talking about that because I just don't know a plan, and I don't want to be like, oh, this is what I think, or this is what I want to do, and then change my mind later. And yeah, but right now, haven't really thought very much about anything coming back. I'm just enjoying where we are and having the mental space in my brain back to be able to like focus on my kids and other things. Next question. There was a million questions about the girls. I feel like I kind of avoid those a little bit too. It says, will you be showing things that you get the girls still, like clothes, toys, gifts, parties, etc.? Feel like I want to say no, because I don't know, even just getting so many questions about them in this Q&A, like how are they doing, what's their personality like, and all these different things, makes me want to just like not show anything of them, because with not showing them, I don't want people like asking about them. And obviously it makes sense why people ask about them, but I feel like I just don't want to share a lot of that stuff. And then if I was sharing like some things about them, or I shared like a picture where I had their faces covered, which I don't really like that approach that much. I'm not saying I won't do it ever, but that's not really my plan, to like post my normal photos and just cover their faces. But the picture that I posted, we take in the same spot every single year at the beach, and I tried to get one with both of them like looking away, and we didn't. And then they were just like kind of being crazy, so I didn't get one with just me and Parker. So I wanted to post one, so I was like, okay, let me just like see how I feel about putting like an emoji over their faces and posting it. And I just like don't really like that. Again, I'm not saying I won't do it ever, but I feel like I see a lot of people take that approach where they're still like posting things they would normally post, but they just cover the kid's face. And I'm like to the point now where I've tried that out a couple times, just don't love it, and I feel like I would just rather not share anything of them or anything about them. So I feel like that kind of includes clothes, toys, gifts, party, like everything on here. I feel like maybe I would still share their clothes sometimes, like if I get a package in the mail and want to show you guys something cute that I got, or if we have a toy that they're like really obsessed with, because I know so many of you guys are moms too and have kids that are like similar ages to mine, or we've like gone through pregnancy together and different things like that. So I don't know, I'm kind of just still figuring out what I feel comfortable sharing from that. But just as time has gone on with me not showing them, and then still getting questions about like, wait, why did you post this? Why did you do that? I'm like, I would rather just not have anything of them online like going forward. Basically, I'm still kind of figuring out like what I feel comfortable with that. But the next question says, do you wish you kept the girls offline from the start? And I kind of do. I think I still would have posted like a little bit, but I definitely would have shared so much less. I wouldn't have shared pictures of like just them. I went through and took down a bunch of pictures that are like pictures of just them, like from Instagram or from whatever. I took down different TikToks. I can't take down every post of them just because some of them are sponsored, and you can't really like take down sponsored content, and it's already out there, like people have seen it, and the point is that they now don't see them. So like as they grow and change and their faces change and whatever, it's different. But I definitely, like I used to just go through my camera roll at the end of the day when Cove was like a baby, and I would just like post my favorite pictures of her on my story. And I hate that I did that, because it's just like those are my personal moments with her, and I just wish I had shared like a lot less. Yeah, I definitely would have done things differently if I could go back, but I think it's just like as time has gone on, my perception has changed on everything. Just as I get older and just as they get older too, and thinking about what I have shared, I definitely would have shared like a lot less. Are you still breastfeeding? And if not, how do you feel? No, I stopped breastfeeding when Lola, I think, was like almost 18 months. I breastfed Co for 18 and Lola for like, I think almost 18. Now she's like 20, I don't even know how many months old she is, but it's been a few months basically since I've stopped. So it feels so nice to like not be doing that anymore. I do love breastfeeding, and I'm grateful that I had such a good breastfeeding journey with both of them, but it feels so nice to know that I can just like leave for an extended period of time, or I could like go on a vacation or something. I don't have to worry about pumping, and I don't have to worry about like, does she have milk and all of that stuff. So I don't really notice any physical difference in myself. A lot of people are like, oh, when I stopped, like my hormones went crazy, or they like went back to normal, or things like that. I don't really notice any difference, and I think it's probably because I wean so slowly. Like I don't just stop, like I never have to do anything to stop my milk because it's already like pretty much dried up at the end. But yeah, so I haven't noticed any like actual difference in myself either time that I've stopped breastfeeding, but I'm not breastfeeding anymore, and it is so nice to have a little break. So the next one's kind of similar, I feel like, to something else that I answered, but it says, will you be sharing mom content but without like overstepping boundaries that I have? And again, I feel like I'm still kind of figuring that out, especially if I did have like another pregnancy or another baby. I feel like I would share that journey, but I would just do it differently than I've done in the past, and I wouldn't share again a lot of like content or pictures of that baby. It would be more of just like my journey as a mom. That's a bridge that I will cross like if and when I get there. Yeah, I'm still kind of figuring it out, but again, overall I'm feeling like I don't want to share a lot of the girls, but I feel like it would be different sharing like a pregnancy, because that's me and what I'm going through. A couple questions about Parker. Why don't we see Parker as much? I have also talked about this in another video, but I actually have another question that says, do you still have a nanny? So that kind of goes hand in hand with why you haven't seen Parker as much, because we don't have a nanny now. She moved away. We love her so much and she's the best, but she hasn't been with us for a while. Having a nanny was great, but now that my workload is so much less, we just really don't need a nanny. So Parker is like with the girls when I'm filming, and what I've typically been doing is kind of just saying like, okay, this is my filming day, I'm shooting a vlog this day, I'm shooting any campaigns that I have this day. So we just haven't really needed a nanny, and Parker again is with the girls when I'm filming, so he just really hasn't been in the vlogs much. Any trips planned? Right now I don't have anything big on the calendar. I wanted to travel a little bit more this year, but I feel like with the ages that my kids are, simple trips are just like better. So going to the beach or going down to southern Utah, those are just like more enjoyable I think for everyone. So we have a couple like little things like that planned, but not anything big, and I'm okay with that for right now. What would you say if someone shamed you for breastfeeding in public? I have never had this happen, and I fully breastfeed in public like with no problems at all. Usually I'll try to like be somewhat covered up, not with a blanket, but just like my own shirt. Like if I was gonna feed, I wouldn't like pull my shirt down, I would pull it up so it's like a little more covered just for my own comfort level. But I actually always think about if someone did say something to me, and if I was on like a hidden camera show or something, because if someone said something to me, I would be so rude back to them, because I think it's such a ridiculous thing to say. And if I was on a hidden camera show or something, I would like probably be canceled for literally being a crazy person, because yeah, if someone said something to me for breastfeeding in public and they were like actually being rude to me, I would not feel the need to be like kind in my response, or like listen to them and be like, oh, you're right, I'm sorry, like let me put this away. Okay, last question says, do you try to have a sponsor for each video now that you post less? So the answer to this has always been yes. Even when I was posting one vlog a week, I have a couple sponsors that we work with every month, and then usually there would be like one or two others that would come in. So almost all of our vlogs are sponsored. I used to try and put in more unsponsored ones back when I think like we only had Cove. It just, especially having two kids now, like it's just too stressful and it takes away time from my family. And you do make money from YouTube AdSense, but it's just does not compare to a sponsorship. It would maybe be different if I like didn't have kids. Like I used to do a lot of unsponsored videos back in the day, but I am the one who like provides for our family. So yeah, there's gonna be sponsored videos. So that was the last question, and that is all for the Q&A today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and getting to kind of just like catch up a little bit. I always love vlogs where I get to just like sit and talk to you guys. Let me know if you want me to do another one of these anytime soon, because again, I feel like I haven't done one in so long, and there was so many more questions that I did not get to, but I feel like this video was like super long already. So the kids are like banging on my door. But again, check out Casetify, link down below, casetify.com/AspynParker for 15% off of your new favorite phone case. And that is gonna be it for today. Bye guys.